This time I would like to focus my post on two things. First, I would like to present the unique landscape of South Chile in my blog and my video. My flight lead me this time over two huge nature parks, Bernardo O'Higgins National Park and Torres del Paine National Park. Both goes into one another and are characterized by their high plateau ice surfaces, surrounded by huge mountaintop, and at their foothill, especially toward east, by many glaciers that are shoved into lakes, fjords, and rivers. Secondly, I want to discuss the results of my second flight with the Challenger 300, and give some information how to fly this bird. Bernardo O'Higgins National Park is the largest of the protected areas in Chile, covering an area of 35,259 kilometers square. Los Glaciares National Park in Argentina and Torres del Paine National Park are its neighbors to the east and south. The park includes a great part of the southern Patagonian ice field. One of its main attractions is the glacier Po11, from which enormous ice blocks periodically fall. The Po11 glacier is the largest glacier in the southern hemisphere, outside of Antarctica. Because of its rugged geography and the remoteness of the area, the tourism in the park has been scarcely developed. It is only accessible by boat or helicopter. Torres del Paine National Park is a national park encompassing mountains, glaciers, lakes, and rivers in southern Chile and Patagonia. The Cordillera del Paine is the centerpiece of the park. It lies in a transition area between the Magellanic subpolar forests and the Patagonian steppes. The park is located 112 kilometers north of Puerto Natales and 312 kilometers north of Punta Arenas. The main sequence of my video will show my flight over both parks, at their west side, from north to south. I chose to fly at height of 9,000 feet. I activated real weather conditions that show some big clouds formations during flight. To see this ice mass from above was a very fascinating, new experience. After I studied carefully the instructions for flight and navigation with the Challenger 300, I entered the cockpit again. I have not yet ventured a cold start. There was plenty to do with the flight preparations and computation of the flight plan. Then, I saved my flight plan to X-Plane and entered it into the computer board. Actually, it is a very simple computer type, as it contains only flight destination points and flight altitude. Beside this, I was interested what I can do with the VNAV button. So I turned it on, with the hope that the automatically entered altitudinal will be set automatically during flight. The board computer itself did not work properly. Inputs from fixes changed without any reason to wrong coordinates. The only way to bypass it was to program all points on my iPad, and then to transfer the FMS file into the board computer. The small v, on the right PFD, appeared as a sign for VNAV, showed that it is actually possible to fly altitudinal changes with autopilot. As a result, I could initiate RNAV, GNSS, approach to RWY-28. Only during the last landing phase, I had to take over steering. All in all, the plane is very good balanced during all flight situations. Problem stays the holding of the correct airspeed. I had to watch speed limits constantly. This is and remains the biggest shortcoming of this aircraft. Thanks for watching my video. More about my Chile Andes project is described in my blog. The internet page address is shown now on screen. The next flight to the mostly south island of Chile, then turning back to Punta Arenas International Airport, will be the last step of my Chile project. For the coming flights in my new project, I decided to change the winter landscape back to the normal ice-free view. Hope to see you watching my next project.